How you doing? This is Coach DeCarlo. Today we're going to talk about manifesting your desire. Now, of course, you hear that all the time. You can go to 10,000 YouTube channels and each one of them will tell you about manifesting your desire. But what I want to start off with is telling you first and foremost why you're often not manifesting your desire. People say, I've tried this law of attraction stuff and I've tried it over and over again and it's simply not working. The law is always at work. As I've stated before, Mr. Lindell will often say, you're always on. The question is, what are you transmitting? What we fail to understand is that we're energy systems. And because we're energy systems, energy attracts like energy and it repels energy that's unlike itself. A lot of us are trying to manifest people, things, positions, lifestyles, and we're wondering why these things are eluding us. And the simple reason is because we're not vibrating at the appropriate level. Now you say, well, Coach, what do you mean by vibrating at the appropriate level? I thought that the only thing I needed to do was think, and voila, it was manifested in my life. In part, that's true. But see, there's something deeper going on. Dr. Joseph Murphy talked about it, Neville talked about it, and other teachers have talked about it. The deeper thing is feeling. Now, some of you would say, well, Coach, I just can't feel. But no, that's simply not true. You can't feel, but you're not guiding your feelings in the appropriate direction. When somebody makes you upset, you're feeling. When you're happy about something that went your way, you're feeling. So to say that you can't feel things real, then it's just simply not so. So let's dispel that. Let's get all that out the way. You can feel. Now, what you haven't learned to do was direct your feelings towards the things that you desire. When you start getting excited about, let's say, a new purchase or something that you want, it could even be a meal. You're feeling. So we know how to feel when it's something that we know that we're going to get. The challenge is feeling the appropriate way when we're not quite sure. You know what I mean? We kind of want it. We really want it, but we don't think that we can manifest it. At that point, what you're transmitting is not having. Let me take you to a scripture verse. It says, to him who has, more shall be given. But to him who has not, even that which she has will be taken from them. Now, most of you would say, well, Coach, that really doesn't sound fair. It's not about fair. It's about energy. See, once you get that your energy and everyone else's energy, we're all God's. We said, it's been said, in the beginning, God created men, women, after his image and his likeness. Now, most of us take that image to be the physical manifestation of who we are. Not so. God's image is spirit. So we've been created after the image of spirit. And spirit says, now, when we hear God saying, God does not have a mouth where he's saying. So God just vibrates the thought. And it's done. But likewise with you creators, you're vibrating a thought. And because you're vibrating that thought, it's done. Now you say, well, what do you mean, Coach? It's done. It says that you shall know a tree by its fruits. Now you say, okay, Coach, you're talking in riddles. Let me be clear. If what you're sowing is seeds, as it were, of distress, guess what your harvest is going to be? A tree bearing fruits of distress. If the seeds that you're sowing is, I'm not good enough, guess what you're going to reap? You're going to reap a harvest of everything in your environment showing you that you're not good enough. If you say, this stuff isn't working, I'm trying to manifest this lifestyle, this person, this new job, whatever, and it's not working, you're sowing seeds of, it's not working. We say, well, Coach, how do you get into the right state? Bear with me. You begin getting in the right state by getting into the right frame of mind. You have to begin controlling your thinking. Mr. Lindell will often say, go into the silence. I've done a video about going into the silence, so you can go back and look at the video about the secret of going into the silence. So once you begin going into the silence and you begin controlling your thinking, Emmett Fox has a great book out there, The 7-Day Mental Diet. Check that book out. You can get it both in a PDF format. You can also get it in an audio format on YouTube. Get that book, and what that's going to do is begin to help you begin to direct your thinking. Creators, until you get your thinking right, your life won't be right. So it's important to begin thinking right to manifest right. Now, you say, well, Coach, you said it was about feelings. Feelings are predicated off of what it is that we're thinking. So if we say that it's going to be a bad day, pretty soon the feelings begin to rise up in us that, of course, it's going to be a bad day. Our feelings and our emotions follow the mindset of our predominant thoughts. So when you begin to think right, you'll begin to manifest right. Now you say, well, what about manifesting my specific person? I'm with you. Hold on. If you're trying to manifest your specific person, you got to be in the energy or the vibration of manifesting that person. You can't manifest that person by thinking that you're going to bulldoze them with your thoughts and you're going to say, you love me, you love me, you love me, you love me. It's not going to work. You have to be in the vibration of love. You have to be transmitting love and best interest to that person, because even though it may not be communicated, we're all communicating by way of our predominant vibrations, our thoughts, our feelings, our states. So because that's the case, sometimes a person will say, yeah, they're a nice person, but there's just something about them that kind of turns me off. It's your energy. And they can't name. So send the appropriate energy towards your significant other. Send energies that I have your best interest, not solely my best interest. Hopefully those are exclusive and they're tied together. Hopefully one basically builds upon the other. But beyond that, send out energy towards that person of love, of positivity, of positive energy. If you're sending out, I'm going to control you energy, you're probably going to find that that person's going to flee. And you're going to go to all these different law of attraction teachers, and they're going to say, oh yeah, we can help you manifest your significant other back. And you're going to say, none of them worked. Creators, it's in you. You're creating your ideal life, or the life that you don't desire. But it's up to you to begin directing your energy towards the person, the energy towards the thing, towards the abundance, towards the energy of the thing that you want to manifest in your life. You do that by simply thinking what's, as Mr. Lindell will often say, thinking lovely and of good report. You start thinking positive about this person. You start thinking lovingly about this person. You start thinking thoughts that are beneficial. Now, what you're going to notice is not only will your thinking change towards that person, your attitude will change towards that person, and they're going to notice it. Now, you don't do that solely to win them back. You do it in order to seek out their best interest. But in seeking out their best interest, they're going to discover that you are best for them. But like I said, if you're trying to bulldoze your way into somebody's head and their heart, and you're trying to force them to be in a relationship with you, the only thing that I can say with that is good luck. Now, I know that everybody's telling you that you're God's, but the thing that you miss and the thing that they miss is that we're all God's. And what I mean by that is we're all children of God. We're all His offspring. So we all have the innate ability to manifest. So you're not the only manifester. You're the only manifester in your world. And so you're responsible for your thoughts, your feelings, your states. And so is each person. Now, the benefit that you have is that you know these principles. And whether you know these principles pertaining to business, relationships, your health, more money, that puts you ahead of 99% of the population. You know these principles. Use these principles responsibly and begin to create the life that you desire. And again, you do that by being in the appropriate state or energy vibration. If you're sending out negative energy towards someone that you're trying to manifest, they're going to receive that energy and they're going to flee. and you're going to wonder why everybody else is manifesting their significant other back, but it's not working for you. Send out the appropriate energy, and don't send out energy of, I don't have, there's not enough, or, it's not working, because, of course, the only thing that you're going to get with that energy is more of the same. This is Coach DeCarlo saying have a great and abundant day.